Okay, sometimes, somewhere down the line in your seed, 72 generations from now, 39 generations from now, 48 generations from now, 122 generations from now, sometimes down the line in your seed, some of them, they don't have a job, they've got mental issues or something, they're on a security system from the government. They're on a social security system of some sort to support them. They can't afford to do work because it's not work in their life in some way. They need help. You're going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay the bill. You're going to have to do your work, all of you, for society to pay for your seed. You got to do it. Don't worry. Your kid has to do it for that bloke as well. You got to do it for all of them all the way down. You got to do your work. There's only so much that you have to do. You got to do something. Sometimes some of us, like I'm one of them. I'm one who needs help from the daily family. But in me needing help, I don't have an excuse for not doing what I can. Danny, I've got schizophrenia and I'm on the government support, but I don't have an excuse for not doing what I can for the world. I don't have an excuse for not doing what I can do and contributing in some way. I don't have an excuse for not doing constructive enough information videos in the Rainbow Covenant. I don't have an excuse for not doing them, which hopefully will help some people. I've got to do that. I've got to do something that I can do. No, I'm not overly fit, and my head is not always completely right. I sort of talk to myself and stuff, and the voices are mostly under control these days, but I'm not always completely right. Not completely fit for work. I've got a few aberrations in me, but I've got to do what I can. I mean, a lot of it's okay. A lot of the mind is okay going on upstairs. A lot of it's all right and rational enough thinking. So I've got to do what I can for my contribution to the world, so that I matter to me and to God and to the world, so that I matter, that I'm doing the right thing, that I'm caring for starters, the Daily clan. I've got a dad. He's dead now. Cyril Daly died in 2007, and I care for him still very much. And he has daughters and he has sons. Me, I'm one of them. Matt, who died a few years back, didn't have any children, but Greg's in Perth, and Greg's got a son called James, who's about 18, 16, somewhere around there. Now, James might have kids. James means something to me, if you really must know. And his progeny might go on permanently. It might go on forever, potentially. And I've got a sort of, well, I give a shit about Cyril Daly, my dad's bloodline in the name of Daly, if it carries on. I give a shit about that. I might end up not having kids. I might get old and die, not have kids. But I give a shit about my dad's bloodline regardless. I still care regardless. It doesn't really change it. So I've got to do what I can for James. Contribute for him. And for Noahides, the family goes on perpetually. And in the world to come, it's the same. The world to come is probably going to be an eternally growing thing of some way or shape or form. You've got to take care of the family, and as it comes along, and you've got to contribute. You've got to do the work. Someone has to. One day in utopia, we might have it all automated, where the machines do everything and we can just live like the Morlocks or whatever it was in that time machine thing, the Morlocks of the other ones, I can't remember what they're called. But and it's all, everything's free and it's bliss. It might be a bit bland. Maybe we don't really want to do that as humanity. Some probably do. Some would probably just rather have a good life, have it all done for them so they can just live it up. I possibly would want that as well. I guess I possibly would. But some people might want to work. I think some people in the world like their job. A lot of people do like their job. But for the time being, we have to work. For now, in the 21st century, we still generally have to work. We've got to contribute. We've got to take care of our bloodlines. We've got to do the work sometimes which some people need to have done for them, way back beforehand, or, with family of that day, so that their support is taken care of.